What's up guys, it's John Reeves Live, and today we're going to be doing a reaction to BTS Go Go. And the reason that we're doing this one today is because I hear that they are dressed up in Halloween costumes, and I'm really freaking stoked about it. This is probably the one dance practice that I've been suggested the absolute most. So first we're going to watch the lyric video, then we're going to watch the dance practice, then we're going to watch an explanation and a live performance of this song. So let's get into that reaction right now. If y'all are new to the channel, please smash that sub button. 3, 2, 1, boom! I like the little arpeggio sweep. Sounds cool. This is the second time that this has happened, and I really just wanted to bring this up. He said at the first $, and then the word for run sounds very similar to the word dollar. I love the way that they do things like that in their lyrics a lot of the times. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that this is kind of talking about like the rat race of life, always worried about money and stuff. I'm not positive if that's the case, but it seems a little bit like that might be it, or like at least the stresses of finance. Build up, yes! Okay, so I have two thoughts on this song. First of all, knowing BTS and the way that they sometimes have like a meaning behind the words, it kind of seems like it could be one of those like spine breaker type songs or something like that, like jokingly saying this YOLO mentality kind of is like a waste in a sarcastic way. But then also at the same time, they could be, don't worry so much about the rat race of life and worrying so much about money and spending it and stuff like that, because you can't take it with you and you only have one life. So I'm not sure exactly which one of those two that I think this song is more or less hinting towards with the lyrics. I like this song. It's very upbeat, and I could definitely see this being a really cool dance number for them. So I'm really excited to see that. But besides that, knowing BTS, they definitely have like a message behind this. I'm not sure, and I'm really excited to find out what the explanation is. But let's get into the dance practice first. Then we're getting into the explanation, and then a live performance. So let's get into that one right now. Freaking swipe it! Oh no, we don't have subtitles. I don't know what they're saying.
해보자 일단. 자, 진 사람이 백설공주를 하고 사과를 들고 하면 된다. 해방도 아니야. 제방인데.
가위가위보.
Dude, that was quick rock paper scissors.
진짜 백설공주 시키고.
난쟁이 하면 어떡해요. 자, 가자. 자, 안 내면 진 거 가위가위보. 야, 저 진짜 굉장히 수강이
What are they rolling for right now? I have no clue.
안 내면 진 거 가위가위보.
잠시만요. 제가 진짜 농담 아니고 너 얘기하고 내가 진짜 꿈에서 잠깐만 하는데 태영이가 했어요.
태영이가 나 뭔가 집중이 할 것 같아.
제가 진짜 봤어요.
태영이가
제가 꿈에서 봤어요.
아, 그래도 방탄의 비주얼을 담당하고 있는
방탄 비주얼 두 명이네.
네, 백설공주를 하게 되었습니다.
네, 간만에 안 했잖아.
이 중 한 명이
백설공주냐 진설공주냐. 안 되시는 거 가요.
뭐?
Vinny, take it! Oh my god. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. So I'm guessing that the loser that had to be the freaking, is that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Is that what it is? He pulls it off. It's like perfect for them though. Something that like blows my mind is that even though they are dressed up in like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I'm guessing, I think so. Man, I do not know my Disney princesses enough. I'm so sorry, people. But even though they're dressed up like that, they're still crushing it. And like those shoes have to be hindering them somehow or another. I don't know, but it's freaking hilarious. Every time I see him, I'm like, what is happening? Why is it that I feel like if we stumbled across Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, is that who this is? I'm not even sure. Sleeping Beauty, maybe? I don't know. But if we stumbled across them, I would not be surprised to see them dancing to this. That would be freaking hilarious. It's Sleeping Beauty. How did I not notice this? I'm horrible. Yeah? That's such a cool dance move. He's such a cool dancer. Oh, no, he's Shu! Cheo! Sugar cast is all too nice. Yes! Just a great descends into madness. Okay, and now we're going to actually watch an explanation for this song so I could find out if I was close at all or if I was thinking that it was Sleeping Beauty whenever it was clearly not. This is actually the first time I've ever watched an explanation from her, so I'm excited. Mini dance? Yeah.
Hi! Let's talk about Go-Go today. It's a fun song, but it's tricky to understand without the Korean context. 탕진 is often mistranslated to just mean spend, but there's more to it. Tang is a Chinese character for sweep away, and jin is also a Chinese character for exhaust. So better translations of 탕진 would be either waste away or blow it all.
Okay. Huh.
달려 means run. But by blurring its pronunciation from 달려 to dollar, it becomes a pun for money. When you put run and money in one word, you can picture people running after the money. At the same time, 달려 is also used to describe doing something all night, usually drinking the night away. But the real message in this part is in 내가 벌어, 내가 사치. This line may sound plain, but there is a slightly defensive undertone to this, meaning it's my money, and if I decide to spend it on luxuries, it's none of your business. With student loans, shrinking job markets, and soaring housing prices, the playing field for the young people isn't quite fair. But then, grown-ups and the mainstream media make things worse by judging young people for spending money when they're not supposed to. Grown-ups tend to think the young are not in the place to express their desires.
Really quick, I have to address this. She had a claw machine in the background, insinuating this was a waste of money and time, or that that's what we spend our money on. And I am guilty of that. I swear I will lose an entire freaking month's salary on a claw machine if it's got something random in there and I just can't seem to grasp it. I don't know. Either way, I just had to let y'all know that. Like Nemo. Yeah.
Captain Nemo is a character from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. He's a captain of a submarine that travels all around the world. And Nemo is likely not his real name because it means no one in Latin. So this part may describe how young people might want to escape and leave this treadmill behind. Onojiro is the name of the famous Japanese sushi chef whose omasake menu costs $300 or more. But the taste and the experience is said to be worth the price. Young people may be broke, but they still want to experience the good things in life. Not because they are vain, but because anyone should be able to dream good things in life. Or Onojiro can be simply a pun for "Oh no, zero!" when you see your bank account. Or it may have to do with 지로용지, which is the invoice and payment stub still commonly used for utility bills and tax payments in Korea.
Oh, in my tummy. Ooh, I've been guilty of that.
티끌 모아 티끌 literally means little specks make little specks. It is a parody of a Korean proverb, 티끌 모아 태산, which means little specks make the great mountain, equivalent to little drops make the mighty ocean. A penny saved is a penny earned, but the young people are not convinced it's the right thing to do anymore because your meager savings are just not enough to buy the home, build a family, or do the work that you love. 탕진잼 is introduced here for the first time. 잼 is short for 재미, which means fun, like no 잼 means no fun. But as a slang, 잼 can have a more witty or depressing connotations, like 야근잼 is a joy of working overtime, but you don't mean it. You say it's fun because you have no other choice. So there's more to 탕진잼 than just the joy of spending, but we'll get to that part soon.
Dang, there's so much to this song. That's what I was saying. BTS always leaves a lot out there.
Now they're clearly telling the judgmental grown-ups to leave them alone. Whatever they spend their money on, it's none of your business. 과소비 means excessive spending. The term became popular in the 1997 Asian financial crisis when South Korean economy suddenly tanked and many people lost their jobs. Back then, the Korean government and the media blamed the public for the crisis, that the Korean people had become so vain and they spent too much, when there were other reasons that were more significant. So the word 과소비 is almost a trigger for a collective trauma, something that you should be ashamed of. But at the same time, it was a propaganda that blames the victim. So this part could mean, yes, I am insane for blowing this all away, but am I really the one to blame?
Dang. See, their lyrics, my future's already held as collateral. That is so freaking intense.
쥐구멍에 벼들다 is a Korean proverb saying even a mouse hole gets the sunlight one of the days, meaning every dog has his day. BTS could be either telling us to keep trying, or they could be warning us against believing in a breakthrough that may never come. So what does 탕진잼 mean? The fun of blowing away all your money? Not quite. It's a self-deprecating term to describe the tiny indulgence young people occasionally award themselves. The moment where young people allow themselves to spend money on tiny purchases like stationery items or K-pop idol goods, things that are anywhere between 50 cents to $50. It's the rare moment when the broken youth can feel like they have any financial agency or qualify as a consumer, although the society has decided they don't deserve it. You might think, how can it be fun to blow away the little money you have? You have to be really worried for your future. Well, unless you already knew there was no future. In fact, it would be the rational thing to do to spend the resources that you have right now so that you can feel happiness here and now.
God, this is a lot deeper than I thought it was even. This is awesome. I love this song.
Also, 탕진 usually means blowing away a large sum of money, like your lifetime savings or a big inheritance. However, because today's youth is broke to begin with, the fact that the young people chose the word 탕진 to describe their behavior is a satire in itself. In this context, the meaning of YOLO is also somewhat different from what you might expect. YOLO is used when you embrace adventures or some sort of grand living. But in Korea, it carries a more pessimistic tone. Hey, just spend it now because we're all gonna be broke.
Dang.
So, unlike what some of you may have read, and unlike Spinebreaker, this is not a criticism of today's youth. Also, this song has
totally
elements
wrong.
that remind me of fairy tales. There's the flute sound. And when BTS performs this song on the stage, they have this cute outfit and jumpy dance moves like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. All of this combined.
Was I right the entire time and that was Snow White? Dude, yes! Listen, we might have totally missed what the song was about, but if I called that was Snow White, my children will be so proud of me. Yes! Dad of the Year! Can I get an award? Somebody! Yes!
This song has fable-like quality. This may be a clever way for BTS to tell us that instead of a sharp criticism, this is a tongue-in-cheek satire, like a witty skit.
I can't wait to see this live.
Your week looks like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then 3 Fridays. The weekend never comes. It's a common expression now that you have to work 7 days a week to just have ends meet. Often it's not from one stable employment, but you have to hold multiple part-time jobs. Dok is a traditional pottery vessel in Korea, and 밑 빠진 dok is a jar with a leaky bottom. It's a reference to a Cinderella-like folk story where this poor kid, Kongji, is ordered to fill up this leaky jar by her stepmother. 붓는다 means pouring liquid. This verb is also used to mean depositing money into 적금, which is a specific kind of installment savings account common in Korea. So just like pouring water down this leaky jar, filling up your bank account is an impossible task.
Why not just break the barrel instead? Yeah!
Instead of torturing yourself to this impossible task, why don't you just break the jar? For once today, instead of torturing yourself, give yourself a green light and do what you want.
I like it.
This part also refers to the popular card game called Go Stop. Each card belongs to a month. When the card in your hand is from the same month as the card on the table, you get points. When you collect 3 points, you have to either call go or stop. If you call stop, you win the points and the game ends. If you call go, the game continues and you have the chance to increase your points. But there's also a risk that another player may call stop first and you may lose the points. 쫄다 means to reduce, shrink, or be scared. So don't be too scared, don't play it too safe. Instead, call go and take risk. Now let's talk about the shit part. There's a well-known expression, 아끼다가 똥 된다, which means if you don't actually use what you have, it'll become shit. It'll become useless, worthless. And 벽에 똥칠한다 is another expression meaning paint the wall with your shit to illustrate a miserable end of your life. When you have no mobility and you cannot control your bowel movement. But of course, the shit reference is also used in the game of Go Stop. When you get certain bad card combinations, they say you have pooped, diarrhea. So if you hold on to your cards for too long, it can bite you back. So this part says, instead of worrying about what you will lose and limiting your spirit, go ahead and try things. Because if you don't, your life will become miserable and worthless.
Dang, she's got such a great way of explaining things. Like, I freaking love the way that she's explaining this. So freaking
With
good.
고민보다 go, BTS is once again speaking for the youth. In a press interview, Suga said the society doesn't seem to understand why young people say things like YOLO or 탕진잼. And this is our take on why. So through Go Go, BTS is describing the reason behind this seemingly irrational behavior and sympathizing with the youth.
I love that, dude. Okay, so the big thing for me is explaining and recognizing whenever I'm wrong about anything. And I was totally wrong about this. The way that they really explain everything in this song, lyrically, after she said that, that makes so much sense. And I mean, it's not even something with the youth now. Like, I don't know what age you would consider people youth anymore, but just like the way that the economics are. This song has a weird way of making me both grateful for how well I have it right now and also at the same time reminiscent on how hard it is in life. I love the way that BTS is able to connect with the people that are listening to this song so well and in so many different ways. Like, even though I was wrong in what I thought this song was about, it connected to with me in that way. And then now that I know what the song was actually meant to say, it means a whole nother thing to me. So I can't wait to go back through and listen to this. So let's check out that live performance right freaking now. Swipe it again. Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Dang, the crowd is loud. Yeah. Ah, freaking sugar. Dude, this is so freaking cool.
That's why.
Yeah. I love like how natural and genuine this whole live performance is. Like there's been moments where like you can definitely tell that there's like not a backing track going on, and I really like that. I really liked it a lot. The crowd is amazing. So smooth with their dance I freaking love that they're showing the crowd like this. Dude, that's it. Okay. Dude, that live performance was freaking awesome and hilarious. Like the fact that they had all these hidden hearts everywhere is so freaking cool. I don't know exactly, was that like on a show or something like that? Like a talk show or like an award show or something? very freaking cool, very different. I absolutely love that. Honestly, again, I feel like this is one of those songs from BTS where there's so much behind the scenes going on with the lyrics, with the story and everything. Unless you really look into it, or unless you're really in depth with Korean culture and their slang and stuff, you're not going to understand what a lot of this song means. So I'm glad that we watched the explanation of it. It could just on the face of it just be a really fun song, but then you realize that there's a lot of different cultural references that are very, I don't know, I'd say universal, even though it might be something that's going on in Korea. It's something that's also going on in the rest of the world. Like anybody, if you're watching this right now, if you're feeling some type of like financial stress or something like that, or if you're feeling like caught in the rat race of life with finances, I think that this song definitely could speak to you as well too, and it gets me as well. So call go, people. I freaking love that expression. I think that's such a cool way of saying that. Call go. I absolutely freaking love that. Either way, guys, if y'all are new, again, please smash that sub button. I hope y'all are having an amazing and blessed day today. If anybody needs anything at all, reach out to me. All of my socials are at John Reeves Live. Spread some positivity out there. Be kind to one another, and I will catch y'all next time. Freaking toodle!